The underestimation? In the vast expanse of space, where stars flicker like distant beacons of hope and despair, the K Empire thrived as an indomitable force. Their advanced technology and ruthless military strategies had subdued countless civilizations across the galaxy. The K, confident in their superiority, approached the invasion of Earth with a sense of entitlement. Their leaders, secure in their perception of invincibility, dismissed the Earth's defenses with scorn. Commander Juno, a towering figure clad in imposing battle armor, embodied this disdain. As he reviewed the intelligence on Earth's defense capabilities, his derision was palpable. The human archers, with their so-called primitive weapons, were viewed with condescension and ridicule. "Look at these primitive relics," Juno sneered, observing footage of a human archery exhibition. "They believe their sticks and strings can stand against our might." How quaint. The K Empire's assessment of human technology was both arrogant and flawed. They had intercepted broadcasts of Earth's modern archery, but they considered it inconsequential compared to their plasma weaponry and energy shields. The K's battle plan was predicated on their belief that Earth's defenses were hopelessly outdated. They underestimated the creativity and resilience of the human spirit. As the invasion commenced, the K forces descended upon Earth with overwhelming force. Their initial assault was swift and devastating, designed to crush any resistance before it could mount a meaningful defense. However, the K encountered an unexpected and formidable resistance. The human archers, far from being relics, had adapted their ancient skills with modern innovations. Their arrows, crafted from advanced composites and engineered for maximum efficiency, proved to be more effective than anticipated. The K's advanced armor, designed to withstand high-energy plasma bolts, was ill-prepared for the kinetic force of the arrows. As the human archers unleashed a relentless barrage, the alien soldiers found themselves vulnerable. The arrows pierced through the armor, rendering it ineffective against the new threat. Panic spread among the K troops as they scrambled for cover, their once proud battle lines collapsing under the unexpected onslaught. The realization of their mistake dawned on the K commanders too late. The human archers, who had been dismissed as an afterthought, became the symbol of hope and defiance for Earth's defenders. Their arrows, once mocked, became the key to turning the tide of battle. The K forces, caught off guard and demoralized, were forced to reconsider their strategy. The unexpected advantage. The shock of the K Empire's initial defeat marked a turning point in the conflict. As the dust settled from the chaotic skirmishes, Earth's resistance began to regroup and analyze their newfound advantage. Nicholas, a strategic commander with a keen intellect and an unyielding spirit, took charge of the effort to understand and exploit the K's vulnerabilities. The data from the recent battles was scrutinized with a mixture of hope and urgency. Nicholas gathered a council of military leaders and resistance fighters to discuss the next steps. The mood in the room was one of cautious optimism, tempered by the realization of the long road ahead. "We've uncovered a critical flaw in their armor," Nicholas explained, pointing to a holographic display of the K's defensive technology. "Their armor is designed to dissipate energy, but it's not equipped to handle physical impacts. Our arrows are penetrating their defenses with ease." The revelation was both startling and empowering. The human resistance had stumbled upon a crucial weakness in the K's seemingly invincible technology. With this newfound knowledge, Earth's defenders began to adapt their strategy. Factories that once focused on producing high-tech plasma rifles and energy shields redirected their efforts toward creating advanced composite bows and crossbows. Research labs, energized by the challenge, worked around the clock to develop new materials and specialized arrowheads capable of exploiting the K's vulnerabilities. The call to arms went out to every corner of the globe. Every able-bodied citizen was recruited into the war effort, trained in the art of marksmanship and guerrilla tactics. The transformation was swift and dramatic. From a world on the brink of defeat, Earth's forces evolved into a resilient and resourceful fighting force. Meanwhile, the K Empire struggled to come to terms with their unexpected setback. Commander Juno, once confident in his position, found himself facing the wrath of the imperial court. Emperor Malachi, a figure of imposing authority and fierce determination, was enraged by the failure of his invasion. "You assured us that their primitive weapons posed no threat," Malachi thundered. "Explain why my warriors have been driven from the field by these so-called relics." Juno, now a symbol of failure, bowed in submission. "I underestimated their resourcefulness," he admitted. "I will not make the same mistake again." Malachi's anger was palpable. "You will not. I am removing you from command and appointing Prince Ros in your place. Do not fail me again." Prince Ros, a young and capable leader, accepted the responsibility with a mix of determination and apprehension. The new order was clear: crush the human resistance and secure the system. As Ros prepared to lead a fresh invasion force, he grappled with the challenges ahead and the mounting pressure to deliver a decisive victory. The new offensive, the K Empire, reeling from their initial defeat, regrouped and refined their strategy. The second invasion wave was launched with renewed determination and a more coordinated approach. The K deployed heavy hover tanks and swarms of micro-drones to flush out hidden human archers. Their goal was to overwhelm Earth's defenses and regain the upper hand. The human resistance, buoyed by their previous successes, faced this new wave of aggression with a blend of caution and resolve. Nicholas and his team, having adapted to the K's tactics, continued to refine their strategies. They employed guerrilla warfare techniques, targeting the K's sensor clusters and power junctions to disable their advanced technology. The battles that ensued were intense and dynamic. The K's hover tanks provided formidable mobile cover, while their micro-drones scouted for hidden threats. The human archers, now seasoned veterans, adapted their tactics to exploit the K's weaknesses. They struck from unexpected angles, targeting key vulnerabilities with precision. The conflict reached new levels of complexity as both sides engaged in a high-stakes game of cat and mouse. The K's advanced technology was met with human ingenuity and adaptability. The struggle was fierce, and the cost was high, but Earth's defenders held their ground and continued to push back against the K's relentless assault. In parallel, Nicholas led a daring commando raid to capture a K-troop transport. The mission was fraught with danger, but offered a chance to gain valuable insights into the alien technology. The team infiltrated a forward staging base, eliminated the guards, and made off with a cache of battle armor. The captured equipment provided crucial data, but also presented a challenge. Earth's scientists found it difficult to replicate the K's advanced materials. The extraction of resources from the K's base became a pivotal moment in the conflict. The stolen technology was analyzed with urgency, revealing both potential and limitations. The rare elements required for the armor's construction were not naturally occurring on Earth, presenting a significant obstacle. The technological race, the capture of the K's battle armor, ignited a race against time. Earth's scientists, faced with the challenge of replicating the alien technology, worked tirelessly to overcome the limitations. The armor's exotic materials were analyzed and tested, but the scarcity of essential elements posed a formidable problem. In response, the Earth Defense Coalition, led by Senator David Kang, launched a bold plan to acquire the necessary resources. Kang, known for his charisma and strategic acumen, authorized a long-range strike mission to the heart of K-space. The objective was to seize the resources needed to close the technological gap and level the playing field. Nicholas and his team were selected for this critical mission. They prepared for the operation with a mix of anticipation and apprehension. The stealth ship that would carry them to the K's industrial heart was equipped with the latest technology and designed for maximum effectiveness. The mission was high risk but essential for the future of humanity. As the stealth ship approached the mining complex of Karshan, Nicholas and his team prepared for their infiltration. The complex was a sprawling labyrinth of industrial facilities, vital to the K Empire's war effort. The team's objective was clear: locate and secure the resources needed to enhance Earth's military capabilities. The infiltration was executed with precision. Nicholas and his team navigated the complex, avoiding detection through skillful stealth and subterfuge. They accessed restricted areas, located the resource storage, and began the extraction process. The operation was successful, but not without complications. The alarm was raised, and the team faced a fierce battle as they fought their way out of the facility. The successful extraction of valuable resources marked a significant achievement. The captured materials and data provided Earth scientists with crucial insights and opportunities. The mission demonstrated the effectiveness of human ingenuity and adaptability in the face of overwhelming challenges. The K's counterattack continued, the Earth's defenses in one fell swoop. This weapon, known as the Stellar Hammer, was a doomsday device capable of harnessing the energy of a star to deliver a devastating strike. The K believed that by unleashing this weapon, they could finally crush the human resistance and reassert their dominance over the galaxy. The construction of the Stellar Hammer was a closely guarded secret, hidden deep within the heart of the K Empire. Its activation would require immense energy and precise coordination, involving a series of relay stations positioned across the galaxy. Once the weapon was fully charged, it would unleash a beam of pure, concentrated solar energy, capable of obliterating entire continents in seconds. Nicholas and his team, through their network of informants and intelligence-gathering efforts, learned of the Stellar Hammer's existence. The news was alarming, and the implications were dire. If the K succeeded in deploying this weapon, Earth's defenses would be overwhelmed, and humanity's survival would be in jeopardy. In response, the Earth Defense Coalition convened an emergency war council. The situation was critical, and the stakes had never been higher. The leaders of the resistance, including Nicholas, Senator Kang, and General Liara Vance, debated their options. The only viable course of action was to launch a preemptive strike to neutralize the Stellar Hammer before it could be activated. The mission to destroy the Stellar Hammer was codenamed Operation Sunbreaker. It was an audacious plan, fraught with risks, but it was humanity's best chance to avert total annihilation. Nicholas was chosen to lead the mission, given his experience and success in previous high-stakes operations. The team assembled for the mission was a hand-picked group of elite soldiers, engineers, and hackers, each with a crucial role to play. The journey to the Stellar Hammer's location was perilous, taking the team deep into the heart of K territory. The stealth ship, codenamed Shadow's Edge, was equipped with advanced cloaking technology and the latest in human and alien hybrid tech. The crew was prepared for the worst, knowing that failure was not an option. As Shadow's Edge approached the Stellar Hammer's construction site, the team was met with a formidable array of defenses. The K had anticipated the possibility of an attack and had fortified the area with heavy artillery, fighter squadrons, and energy shields. The odds were heavily stacked against the human strike force, but they pressed on with unwavering resolve. The infiltration of the Stellar Hammer's facility was a masterclass in tactical warfare. Nicholas and his team used a combination of diversionary tactics, hacking, and brute force to breach the defenses. The battle within the facility was fierce, with both sides suffering heavy casualties. The team fought their way to the core of the weapon, where they encountered the final challenge, disabling the energy relays that powered the Stellar Hammer. The task was complex and required both technical expertise and sheer determination. The team worked in unison, with engineers working to overload the power relays, while soldiers held off the relentless waves of K defenders. The countdown to the weapon's activation loomed over them, adding to the tension and urgency of the mission. In a climactic moment, the final relay was destroyed just as the Stellar Hammer was about to fire. The resulting explosion caused a catastrophic chain reaction, tearing through the facility and sending shockwaves across the surrounding area. The Stellar Hammer was neutralized, and the immediate threat to Earth was averted, but the cost was high. Several members of the team sacrificed their lives to ensure the mission's success. Shadow's Edge, heavily damaged but still operational. The final stand. The destruction of the Stellar Hammer sent shockwaves through the Kai Empire. The loss of such a powerful weapon was a severe blow to their military capabilities and a humiliation to their leadership. Emperor Malachi, furious and desperate, ordered a full-scale assault on Earth, throwing everything the K had into one final, all-out attack. The K's fleet, now bolstered by reinforcements from across their empire, descended upon Earth with overwhelming force. Their ships darkened the skies, and their soldiers poured onto the planet's surface in an unrelenting tide. The K intended to end the conflict once and for all, and they were willing to pay any price to do so. Earth's defenders, hardened by months of brutal conflict, prepared for what they knew would be the battle to decide the fate of their world. The war had taken its toll on both sides, but the humans had something the K lacked: the unbreakable will to defend their home. The human resistance, now unified under a single command, coordinated their defenses with precision and determination. Nicholas, now a seasoned and respected leader, took command of the defense forces. His experience and tactical brilliance would be crucial in the coming battle. The humans had prepared for this moment, fortifying key positions, setting up traps, and deploying every resource at their disposal. The stage was set for the final decisive confrontation. The battle began with a massive orbital bombardment as the K fleet unleashed their firepower on Earth's surface. The humans responded with a coordinated counterattack, using ground-to-space weapons and fighter squadrons to engage the K ships. The skies above Earth became a maelstrom of explosions, laser fire, and debris as both sides fought for control of the battlefield. On the ground, the fighting was equally fierce. The K's troops, armed with advanced weapons and armor, launched a series of relentless assaults on human strongholds. The human defenders, though outnumbered and outgunned, fought back with everything they had. They used their knowledge of the terrain, guerrilla tactics, and their now iconic archery to inflict heavy losses on the K forces. The battle raged for days, with neither side willing to give an inch. The K, driven by their emperor's command and their desire for vengeance, threw wave after wave of troops at the human defenses. The humans, fueled by their determination to protect their world and their loved ones, resisted with unyielding courage. As the battle reached its climax, Nicholas led a daring counteroffensive. He and his team of elite soldiers launched a surprise attack on the K's command center, deep behind enemy lines. The mission was dangerous, but if successful, it could cripple the K's leadership and turn the tide of the battle in humanity's favor. The infiltration of the K's command center was a high-stakes gamble. Nicholas and his team used a combination of stealth, deception, and brute force to penetrate the enemy's defenses. They fought their way through the facility, encountering fierce resistance from the K's elite guards. In a final, climactic confrontation, Nicholas faced off against Prince Roz, the K's new military commander. The two leaders, both hardened by the conflict, engaged in a brutal and intense duel. The battle was a test of skill, strength, and willpower, with the fate of the war hanging in the balance. Nicholas, drawing on his experience and determination, ultimately gained the upper hand. He defeated Prince Roz, dealing a crippling blow to the K's command structure. With their leadership in disarray, the K's forces began to falter. The human defenders, seizing the opportunity, launched a coordinated counterattack that broke the back of the K's assault. The K's forces, demoralized and leaderless, began to retreat. The human resistance, now emboldened by their victory, pursued the fleeing enemy, driving them off Earth and reclaiming the territories that had been occupied. The battle, though costly, ended in a decisive victory for humanity. The aftermath, the final victory over the Kai Empire, marked the end of the conflict, but it also signaled the beginning of a new era for humanity. The war had changed the world in profound ways, leaving scars both physical and emotional. The cost had been high, with countless lives lost and entire cities reduced to rubble. But despite the devastation, there was a sense of triumph and hope for the future. The human resistance, now transformed into the Earth Defense Coalition, began the arduous task of rebuilding. The war had united humanity in a way that had never been seen before, forging a sense of global solidarity and cooperation. The lessons learned from the conflict, particularly the importance of resilience, ingenuity, and adaptability, became the foundation for a new era of progress and exploration. Nicholas, hailed as a hero, leadership, characterized by both strength and compassion, became a symbol of the new world that was emerging. Earth, now a beacon of resistance and resilience, began to play a more prominent role in galactic affairs. The humans, once underestimated and scorned, were now respected and even feared by other civilizations. The victory over the K Empire had demonstrated humanity's potential, not just as survivors, but as leaders and innovators on the galactic stage. The war had also brought new technologies and knowledge to Earth. The captured K technology, combined with human ingenuity, led to advances in science, medicine, and space exploration. The post-war era became a time of rapid development as humanity expanded its reach into the stars and established new colonies on distant worlds. But the scars of war lingered. The memories of those lost in the conflict remained fresh, and the world was forever changed by the experience. There was a collective resolve to honor the fallen by building a future worthy of their sacrifice. The people of Earth, united by their shared struggle, worked together to create a new world order based on peace, justice, and cooperation. As the years passed, the events of the war became the stuff of legend. The stories of the human resistance, the daring missions, and the final victory over the K Empire were passed down through generations. They became a source of inspiration, a reminder of the power of the human spirit and the importance of standing together in the face of adversity. Nicholas, now an elder statesman and advisor, reflected on the journey that had brought humanity to this point. He had seen the worst of war and the best of humanity, and he knew that the future was filled with both challenges and opportunities. But he was confident that, whatever the future held, humanity would face it with the same courage and determination that had carried them through the darkest days of the conflict. And so, as the stars shone brightly in the night sky, humanity looked to the future with hope. The war with the Kai Empire had tested them, shaped them, and ultimately strengthened them. They had faced the challenge and emerged victorious, ready to embrace the next chapter of their journey among the stars. New horizons. The galaxy entered a period of cautious peace following the war, with humanity now recognized as a formidable force. Earth became a hub of activity, drawing interest from civilizations across the stars. Diplomats, scientists, and traders arrived from distant worlds, eager to establish ties with the planet that had defied the K Empire and emerged victorious. The Earth Defense Coalition evolved into a more expansive organization, known as the Galactic Alliance, which sought to build a framework for cooperation and mutual defense among the galaxy's civilizations. Nicholas played a crucial role in the alliance's formation, advocating for a vision of unity and shared progress that would prevent the kind of devastating conflict humanity had endured. The Galactic Alliance quickly became a beacon of hope for many worlds that had suffered under the K Empire's rule. These worlds saw in humanity a kindred spirit, one that understood the price of freedom and the value of standing up against oppression. The alliance grew rapidly, incorporating planets and species that were eager to contribute to a peaceful and prosperous galaxy. As the alliance expanded, humanity found itself at the forefront of exploration and discovery. The war had left many parts of the galaxy unexplored and many secrets undiscovered. With the threat of the K Empire diminished, Earth and its allies turned their attention to the stars, eager to explore the unknown and unlock the mysteries of the cosmos. The first of these new frontiers was the uncharted region of space known as the Rim, a vast expanse beyond the borders of the known galaxy. The Rim had been largely ignored during the war, but now it represented the next great challenge for humanity and the Alliance. Nicholas, always driven by a sense of adventure and curiosity, led the charge into the Rim, organizing a series of exploratory missions to chart the unknown territories. These expeditions encountered wonders and dangers in equal measure. The Rim was home to strange and exotic worlds, some teeming with life, others barren and hostile. The explorers discovered ancient ruins, remnants of civilizations long gone, and encountered new species with cultures and technologies vastly different from anything they had seen before. One of the most significant discoveries was a planet known as Aegis, a lush, Earth-like world located deep within the Rim. Aegis was unique in that it had been untouched by the conflicts that had ravaged the rest of the galaxy. Its pristine landscapes and abundant resources made it an ideal candidate for colonization, and plans were quickly put in place to establish a human settlement on the planet. The colonization of Aegis marked a new chapter in humanity's story. The settlers, many of them veterans of the war, were eager to build a new life on this distant world. They brought with them the lessons learned from Earth's struggles, determined to create a society that reflected the best of humanity's values. The colony grew rapidly, becoming a symbol of hope and renewal for those who had endured the hardships of war. But the Rim was not without its dangers. The explorers soon discovered that the region was home to powerful and enigmatic forces that had remained hidden for millennia. One such force was the Void, a mysterious and malevolent entity that had been sealed away by an ancient civilization long ago. The Void had the ability to corrupt and consume anything it touched, and its awakening posed a grave threat to the entire galaxy. The discovery of the Void sent shockwaves through the Galactic Alliance. The entity's existence had been known to only a few, its threat buried in the forgotten histories of the galaxy. Now, with the Void stirring, the Alliance was faced with a new challenge, one that threatened to undo all the progress that had been made since the war. Nicholas, along with the leaders of the Alliance, convened an emergency summit to address the threat of the Void. The situation was dire, and the stakes were higher than ever before. If the Void was allowed to awaken fully, it could unleash destruction on a scale that made the war with the K Empire seem insignificant. The Alliance launched a multi-pronged effort to contain and neutralize the Void. Scientists and engineers worked tirelessly to develop new technologies capable of withstanding its influence, while diplomats reached out to ancient and reclusive species who might hold the key to defeating the entity. Meanwhile, Nicholas led a task force into the heart of the Rim, seeking out the remnants of the civilization that had originally sealed the Void away. The journey into the Rim was fraught with peril. The task force encountered strange and hostile environments, faced attacks from corrupted creatures, and navigated the treacherous ruins of long-dead worlds. But their resolve never wavered. They knew that the fate of the galaxy depended on their success. In the depths of the Rim, Nicholas and his team uncovered a series of ancient temples built by a civilization known as the Luminar. The Luminar had been a highly advanced and spiritual people who had understood the nature of the Void and had devised a way to contain it. The temples were part of a complex network designed to channel and trap the Void's energy, preventing it from spreading. With the help of Luminar artifacts and knowledge, the task force was able to reactivate the containment system. The process was delicate and dangerous, requiring precision and coordination. The Void fought back, lashing out with dark energy that threatened to overwhelm the team. But Nicholas, drawing on his experience and the strength of his companions, managed to complete the activation. The Void, now contained once more, was sealed within the ancient network of temples, its influence neutralized. The task force returned to the Galactic Alliance with the knowledge and technology needed to keep the Void in check, ensuring that it would no longer pose a threat to the galaxy. The defeat of the Void marked a new era for the Galactic Alliance. The Rim, once a source of mystery and danger, became a region of opportunity and discovery. The alliance between the species of the galaxy grew stronger as they worked together to explore and settle the new worlds that had been opened up. Nicholas, now a legendary figure, continued to serve as a leader and advisor, guiding humanity and its allies through the challenges of this new era. He had seen the worst of what the galaxy had to offer, but he had also witnessed the best of humanity's spirit and resilience. And as he looked to the stars, he knew that the journey was far from over. The galaxy was vast, filled with wonders and dangers yet to be discovered. But humanity, now united and stronger than ever, was ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. They had proven that they could not only survive but thrive in the face of adversity. And with the Galactic Alliance standing as a beacon of hope, the future was bright with possibility.